Hey y'all, welcome back to our very bookish channel. And in this ARC review video, we are going to be talking about Finlay Donovan Digs Her Own Grave. So first I want to say thank you to Minotaur Books and NetGalley for gifting me an early edition copy of Finlay Donovan Digs Her Own Grave. I'm just going to pop a picture of the cover up here because there's no cover design for this digital edition. So I think the cover is more appealing to look at than the yellow page here. So if y'all have watched our channel in the past, then you probably know that I am a fan of the Finlay Donovan. I would say it's a humorous mystery series, cozy mystery maybe, but I just think the books are so fun. I love the banter. Finlay Donovan Digs Her Own Grave is the 5th book in this humorous mystery series, and it is coming out on March 4th. So put that on your calendars. In this series of books, you're following a mom of 2, Finlay Donovan, and in the first book, her husband's leaving her because he wants to marry another woman, and she's sort of, broken up about it, but she's also a writer. And she goes to meet her publicist at a Panera, and she's talking about her book, and a woman overhears her and assumes that Finlay is a assassin or a hitman. So she tries to hire Finlay and won't take no for an answer to kill her husband. And this just unlocks this whole Finlay Donovan world where she gets stuck in these messes and she has to try to get herself out of it. And she has to kind of bend the law. And along the way, she meets guys. She's a single middle-aged woman, and so she meets some guys, and she starts getting closer with a cop. So she's trying to break all these laws and get out of these very unlawful situations, and she starts dating a cop. And there's some other love interests along the way, but the cop is sort of the main love interest of this series. And in the 5th book, it's one of my favorites so far. I really, really liked the first book. I really liked the 3rd book. And I really liked this 5th book because of her relationship with her boyfriend, Nick. I think that it helps the story move along. I think it makes the story more interesting. It gives it an extra layer. And I just really like them. In this 5th book, Nick really shines. And I think that he, was sort of put in uncomfortable situations just like Finlay is. And he has to kind of make a decision. And he is a by-the-book cop. He is not bending anything. He is a by-the-book cop. It was really interesting for me as a reader to get to know his character a little more. So in this book, Finlay's neighbor is an elderly woman across the street, and they find a dead body that was buried in her front yard, and her neighbor gets arrested, and they have to end up letting her go. And the grandson of this elderly neighbor kind of dumps her off on Finlay, and she has to stay at Finlay's house. And I really also love the dynamic between Finlay and her neighbor, and how you learn a little bit more about the nosy elderly neighbor, and she becomes an integral part of the story. I thought that was really fun. But they're trying to figure out who killed the person that was uncovered in Finlay's neighbor's yard, so that her neighbor can get out of her house. Basically, her neighbor is a nuisance staying in her house, and she wants to just get her out and get it over with. So she's trying to figure out who killed this person, and left the body in the yard, and try to get the cops off her neighbor's back so that she can go home and Finlay can get back to her life as normal. So that's the mystery aspect of this book, and I just thought it was very well done, very fun. I have liked all of the books in the series, but I really think this one kind of pushes the series on to the next level, and I can't wait to see what happens in the next book that Elle Cosimano comes out with Finlay Donovan.